Hey y'all, I'm Dawn and welcome to Designs by Gaddis. If you love farmhouse decor on a budget, be sure to subscribe. Today I have a few more high-end farmhouse decor DIYs just for you. Today's video is going to be a little different. It's more of a tutorial for my new craft kits. These craft kits are available from my online store and you'll find a link to it in the description. Don't worry, I'll still be doing all my Dollar Tree crafts and thrift flips. I just wanted to add something else for y'all. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts on the kits in the comments. The first piece in the set is this adorable tobacco basket. I began by staining all three pieces with antiquing wax and a baby wipe. I then painted the windmill blades with white acrylic paint. And the rest of the letters with black acrylic paint. And you don't have to use these colors. These are just the colors that I like, and this is how I decided to paint them. Once all the paint was dry, it was time to assemble. I put a bead of the wood glue around the bottom piece of the basket and then placed the middle part of the basket on top, pressing the two pieces together to make sure the glue would stick. I used a baby wipe to remove any of the wood glue that had seeped out of the edges. I worked my way around the edge of the basket, making sure everything was sticking together and all the excess glue was removed. I then applied more wood glue around the middle piece and pressed the top piece of the tobacco basket onto the other two pieces. Now that we have the tobacco basket completed, it's time to glue the letters on. To do this, I used a toothpick. I placed some glue on the end of the toothpick and applied it to the inside of the letter lines on the tobacco basket. The toothpick just makes these smaller areas so much easier. Once I had the glue in place, I placed the letter and made sure the lines were lining up. Oh, that's when I realized my H was upside down. It wasn't fitting in the lines right. So I flipped it around and pressed it down for a little bit. And then used a clean toothpick to remove the excess glue that had ran out from underneath it. I then applied the windmill the same way, placing the glue on the end of the toothpick and then placing it where I wanted it inside of the lines on the tobacco basket. I then lined up the windmill blades with the lines I had placed the glue in. I did the M and E on the bottom of the sign the same way I had done the H and the windmill blade. I just love how this little tobacco basket turned out. For the Farm Sweet Farm round, I had originally whitewashed the wood, but decided I didn't like it, so I just went back over the whitewash with some white acrylic paint. To make painting the letters a little easier and not quite as messy, I placed them on a piece of painter's tape and painted them with black acrylic paint. I attached the letters using the same Dollar Tree wood glue and a toothpick. I've included an engraving on the craft kit parts to make it a little easier for you to get the letters straight and lined up. And as you can see, it also helps to know if you painted the wrong side of a letter, like I did on this A. I continued gluing down all of the pieces for this little sign. And just look at how adorable. I wanted the set to coordinate, so I used the same antiquing wax for the frame on this piece. And painted the chicken with black acrylic paint. And painted the back piece in white, since these are the colors I'm going for. You don't have to follow my color palette. You can choose a color palette that suits your home decor. Once everything was dry, I used the same wood glue process as before. I continued working on the other pieces of the set. For the lines in the shiplap side, I used a clean toothpick and ran it down the line to remove some of the paint. And glued everything together. I added a little color to my set by painting the barn with red acrylic paint. Instead of using a toothpick on the barn, I just applied the glue directly inside of the lines and spread it out with my fingertip. I think the windmill is my favorite piece of this set. After painting and letting the paint dry, I attached the little button to the center of the windmill. And then glued the two stand pieces together. I wasn't worried about the glue seeping through the holes in the stand because I then placed the notches at the bottom of the windmill into the slots. With this bottom part, the windmill will be able to stand up on its own. I love how all these pieces turned out and can't wait to see what you do with it. Be sure to check out the link in the description to order your craft kit before they're all gone. It's the perfect set for your farmhouse home. Please take a second to like this video and leave me a comment. This really helps my channel to grow so others just like yourself can find me. If you just found me, I hope you will join our little family by hitting the subscribe button. If you are already part of the family, thank you so much for your love and support. Y'all are the absolute best. Check out my new Amazon store for craft supply and farmhouse home decor recommendations. All the products I use from Amazon in my videos can be found there. Until next time, happy crafting.